What's up, everybody? Welcome to another webisode here on Orange Girl 55. I got the man, Mr. Seymour, Doug, down here below, and we are going to watch and react to the Nintendo Direct that came out just, what was it, Seymour, on Friday?
Yeah, Friday morning.
Yeah, so Friday morning, so just yesterday. And Seymour, you and I, we both love Nintendo. I know you even say yourself that you actually like Nintendo more than Disney.
Yeah. Some people unfortunately get upset when I say that, and even more upset when I tell them my favorite animated movie of all time is Super Mario Brothers the movie. But yeah.
Oh,
and it's only because it has everything that I like: nostalgia, Easter eggs,
yep.
and good quality fun. That's it. I don't need much. And it reminds me of a Nintendo game where it's like, okay, it doesn't have the storyline, but when I play a Nintendo game, like with Mario, most of it's not entirely the storyline. It's just good quality fun. And by the end of the movie, I'm like, wait, that's it? I want more.
Yeah, exactly. So exactly. Actually, we were just talking before the recording, and I was on the phone with OG. Shout out to OG, by the way. I was on the phone with OG when I was at Walmart today, and I was looking at the video game section, right? And I was looking at the Nintendo games, and I was telling OG that Nintendo's first party in-house IPs like literally almost never drop in price. Like I was seeing older games of theirs, like first party titles that are still at like $60. Even on like the digital format, they're still $60. So Nintendo really is like the Disney premium for games. So yeah, it's pretty crazy, Seymour. But hey, man, are you excited to watch this? I am. I'm excited to see what Nintendo has coming out.
I heard this is like the biggest one.
Really?
It's because when the Switch 2 was launched, we didn't get much games. We only got like Metroid, and then we got Donkey Kong, and it's like, okay, but now it's we need more, right? Because we just got the console. We need more games to come out now. So hopefully we get a lot more games in the future.
Absolutely, Seymour. I 100% agree. Well, Mr. Duck, how about we dive right into this? All right. So this is from this is YouTube, courtesy by Nintendo themselves. So let's go ahead and check it out. And Seymour, any point, as usual, if if there's any point you want to stop, I'll stop it. We can discuss what we see here on the video.
Certainly.
Let's get to it.
Konnichiwa, Miyamoto desu.
Hello, I'm Shigeru Miyamoto. We'll start today's Nintendo Direct with the Super Mario Bros. 40th anniversary. Tomorrow, September 13th, marks 40 years.
Since he's talking about 40, wow, it's been that long. 40 years. What was your first Mario game?
Oh, yeah, so absolutely. So 40 years. So my first Mario game was with the original NES, which I actually still have to this day. And it was, yeah, I do. Yes, I still have Super Mario Brothers 3, Super Mario Brothers, the original Super Mario Brothers, right? That one, number 3, and then I think I have number 2, but on Super Nintendo, where it has like or is it Super Nintendo? It's the one where it was like the Super Mario collection. It has 1, 2, 3. I think something.
Oh, Super Mario All Stars.
Yes, All Stars. Yeah, I have that on Super Nintendo. So I have 1 and 3 on NES. Then I have All Stars for the Super Nintendo.
Yes, my first one was also the original one on Nintendo. I remember it, the dual pack. So there was like one game with funny enough, Duck Hunt, and Super Mario Brothers. And I remember the light gun that my father gave to me to play too. He was a gamer. He was a gamer. He was a geek. So what has happened was he bought the Super Nintendo for himself, and he gave us the Nintendo system.
Oh, nice.
But I was like 3, 4. I'm like, I didn't care. I was just having fun. And the Nintendo had the light gun, so yeah.
Yeah. Well, what's funny is that as a kid, I had this weird fascination with like colors in some regard, like with like video games. So where with the Mario Brothers, I liked how we see them all pixelated. I liked as a kid seeing like one character was like red, the other one was green.
Yeah.
And the same for Sonic. I liked how Sonic every character had a different color: blue, yellow, red, purple, pink. Right, I liked how like different characters had their own distinguished kind of plain colors. So as a kid, that kind of fascinated me. I don't know why I just did, but I always felt like maybe if you played Luigi, you might have like a little bit more good luck because he's like the other character or something. I don't know. It was kind of a strange thought process. But I'll tell you, man, Seymour, I have yet to actually fully complete the original Mario games. They're just too hard, dude. And I have too much of anger issues when it comes to video games. So I have not actually completed them, to be honest.
Yeah, to be honest, the last game that was Mario that I completed fully was Super Mario 64. After that, there's like so many bonus things you need to get that I'm just like, nah. I just complete the main storyline and I'm good to go.
Yeah, so I agree with you on that. Because I mean, again before the recording, I was talking about all the games I saw wanted to get. Not only is gaming it's always been pricey, but it's still pricey now. And I know there's a lot of people who play video games who are very much completionists. I'm not that. I like to play the main story and then move on because I'm like, there's so many games I want to play or need to play that I don't really have the time to like try to get every single thing. So I have completed all the Mario games like since 64, but I don't do like every single thing except I did fully complete 100% Super Mario 3D World. I got all the stars, all the stickers, I completed every single level. That was the first time I've ever done that, really, for any game besides Star Fox 64, which I got all the medals on every planet. But I don't really do that a lot. It's too time-consuming. It's too rage-inducing, Seymour. I'm like, I want to break my controller. I don't, because it's expensive, but I get really mad.
Yeah, and we're getting older. We don't have time for that. We got to work. We got adult life now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, exactly. So if people at home, if you are a completionist, let us know. Do you get anger issues like me? I don't know, Seymour. I don't know if ducks get really mad when they play games, but spiders get mad when they play games. So.
Oh, I got real mad at Super Mario Odyssey trying to just get some of the because I beat the game, but then I was like, oh, but I want the secret level that I saw on YouTube. So I try to do it, and it's just like, give up. I'm just gonna watch the person do it on YouTube.
Yeah, might as well, right? I mean,
because I wanted to see the storyline and everything. I'm just like, give me that secret level.
Yeah, give it to you, right? Because like I said, right, you don't really have time to keep messing around with it, and that's why I don't play Souls games. But yes, Mario has always been a fantastic family fun, games. The characters are great, but and it's 40 years. That's a long time, Seymour. That's a long time. I'm very curious.
I was just gonna say it's multi-generational, 40 years. So like, my father, me, and then kids. I don't have kids yet, but kids now, people my age have kids. So they all grew up. They're all growing up with Mario.
Yeah, no, exactly, and they're really hustling and bustling, man. So I'm really curious to see what they're going to be showing us in this video. So Seymour, let's see what they got to offer.
Since the launch of Super Mario Bros. In Japan. We got here because so many people have played. Thank you all very much. The Mario games have been supported by evolutions in digital technology and gaming consoles. Additionally, Mario has taken on many different designs in the artwork. At the Nintendo Museum, which opened in Kyoto last year, we've created an art gallery that displays character illustrations drawn during the development of different games. There are also illustrations and pixel art from the Mario series. Also, from now through next September, the ticket for admission will change to the design shown here. And starting this December, we're planning a 40th anniversary light display. You'll still need a reservation to enter the museum, but we hope those visiting will check it out.
Hey, Seymour. So it sounds like Nintendo here took a page out of Disney's book. They're gonna have to start reservations.
Yeah, I actually want to see Nintendo museum in Japan. Museums are like popular. Like the Noodle Factory Museum, people go there all the time. But Nintendo is the one I want to. I've been dying to go. They have even the older games before the Nintendo, where they some that are like inspirational for the light gun, that you can play yourself, just as if in the 80s.
That's cool.
And then they have like giant controllers in one room where you can play a giant Wii, a giant N64. I don't know why, but it's a giant Nintendo controller, the original one. The buttons are huge, but you can play it.
Well, dude, I love that they have this museum because again, it's kind of like you're preserving history, and you can see all the stuff for the games and the ideas. That's really cool, right? And I love seeing that. Actually, when you go to Walt's A Magical Life at Disneyland, I went there with my wife and our friends for the first time to that show, not the last Saturday. And what they had in the pre-show area, which was super cool, like they had a section for each land, like all the concept art and stuff like that for each, like for attractions. They had some like audio animatronics. It was really cool. I like seeing stuff like that, and I really do think that this is stuff that should be preserved. But I think it's really cool. And man, look at Nintendo, man, premium company, premium price, premium product. Gotta have reservations.
On top of that, earlier in May, following Japan and Hollywood, we opened the third Super Nintendo World theme park at Universal Epic Universe in Orlando, Florida. We hope you can experience the world of Super Mario in real life. Next is more news about Kyoto. We'll be supporting the Kyoto Marathon, which will take place next February. Since its inception in 1985, the Super Mario series has been running for 40 years, thanks to everyone's support. But this time, Mario himself will be cheering on the runners. This is the race bib that the runners will wear, which has the Nintendo logo on it. We'll be supporting in other ways as well. If you're interested in marathons, why not take the opportunity to run through Kyoto? Also, coming next spring, please take a look at this.
Oh, Seymour!
Let's go.
Okay, Seymour. Hold on. Let me go back because I don't know if they're going to show anything. Are they showing anything? No, they're not. So let's go back to this. All right, Seymour. First of all, I just want to say that again, Illumination. I love the style that they're using for the last movie and this movie. It's a very awesome transition from the video game world into like this CGI world that we in real life. It looks beautiful, dude. I love the little tones that they had like Super Mario World in there. Oh, and you had like some of the Big Bertha fishes in there, dude. That was fantastic. It looks beautiful. Although I'm really kind of intrigued on why. I mean, I'm not complaining at all. I'm really intrigued on why they're going the Galaxy route. So, Seymour, I want to ask you, why do you think they are going the Galaxy route? And what do you think about this reveal?
First, I thought so. Okay, Nintendo is very, very good with leaks, and the only time anything gets leaked is with a third-party vendor. So, this was rumored to be Super Mario World for the longest time because they thought, okay, and then the third movie would be Super Mario Galaxy, so it'd be like Super Mario Brothers, Super Mario World, and then the Galaxy. But they're just skipping to Galaxy, and then I'm not surprised because there's a lot of good story in the Galaxy. A lot of lore that you can take out, especially with Rosalina.
Yeah.
So I'm not surprised, especially in the first movie where we teased Peach and how like talking about other galaxies, and I'm like, okay, we're getting lore that we never get in Nintendo. Okay, this can get interesting, and I can probably see why they wanted to add some more in-depth story because in the first movie it was fun, but now everything's already polished, everything's already built out. So now it doesn't hurt to get a little bit more storyline coming in and actually get some like understanding of the characters.
Right. Now, but Seymour, but here's the thing though, is that Super Mario World, if I'm correct, was the first time we were introduced to Yoshi, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, but the first movie, the end credit had a Yoshi egg at the end, right? So, but I'm trying to figure how, in story-wise, it goes from that tease to now Super Mario Galaxy, right? Again, I'm sure they'll do something, but I think this is what we're seeing, right? Is like example the Sonic movies. They're building their own story while having elements from the movies, of course, but they're making their own story, right? I think is this like what they're doing here, Seymour? Do you think like they're taking,
Yeah, from what in an interview a while ago with Miyamoto, it was talking about like the movie is a different universe, but it's still Mario. It's it's similar, but not but it's not exactly the same, and it makes sense because this is a movie universe. And kind of like how the MCU is different from the comics, kind of.
Right.
Well, then now they have the multiverse, so who knows what's going on there? But so they use any. But here, I can understand what they're going to do their own take, and sometimes because it is a movie, so you do have to change some things and adapt. And plus, I'm going to be honest here, Galaxy was my favorite game of all time for soundtracks of Mario.
Oh, dude, I'm telling you, here's a Mario has always had good soundtracks, right? Actually, a lot of music I listen to is not only from Mario, but it's also from like Sonic, right? And just video games in general. Games always just have awesome music soundtracks, right? But when you take it to a Galaxy, though, like I love the orchestra music that they have for this game. Oh, and also now that's even you're right. There's two games, there's Galaxy 1 and 2.
Yeah.
So it's very popular, very successful. So yeah, I'm super stoked. We're going to get another movie again. It looks beautiful. I like the graphic with the Galaxy here. It has like the little like planets or so in it. And there's one with like a question mark. That's pretty funny there. But yeah, dude, I'm excited to see more. I can't wait to see this. When this comes out, I'm definitely going to come see this thing.
I'm excited too. Yeah.
Yes, I really think Illumination was probably, I think, in my opinion, the perfect studio to handle like this, like this IP.
I agree. I actually thought at first, I'm like, oh, but they did Minions. But then, but then I'm like, no. Like, me and OG don't like the Minions as much, right?
Yeah.
But to be fair, Illumination pushed themselves with this movie. They gave them more depth compared to the other content they created before, right? So this is great. One caveat though, that the only thing I didn't like about the first movie was the overused 80s music. I'm hoping the second one is very Hollywood, right? I'm hoping the second one doesn't overuse 80s music. But that's just me as a Nintendo fan, where I want to hear more Nintendo music compared to 80s music.
Right. See, right. So what it sounds like you're saying is like that, like you don't want your games, right? Your IPs from these games, like Mario, to be too meta, right? I think OG brought that up. I forgot what movie it was, but it's like, if I'm watching a show or a cartoon, right, or whatever, like I don't really want to see them referencing like modern stuff,
Yeah.
or you know what I mean.
They-
So like that, yeah, keep it in theme to what the IP is.
And fun fact, like the original movie, the animated one, they had the whole soundtrack done already. But then they changed and replaced it with some 80s music. And I'm like,
yeah,
so the one scene with the Donkey Kong, right?
yeah.
And they're in the cart. They had a whole theme with Donkey Kong in there, and they replaced it with "Take on Me." I'm like, why?
Yeah,
Donkey
why? It's
Kong
like,
yeah,
right?
exactly.
Like, come on.
But that's my only caveat. So it's not a perfect movie for me because of that. But besides that, it's still my favorite animated movie.
Yeah, no, I mean, to be fair, right? I mean, no, I mean that's a valid critique, Seymour, and I would agree with you, right? I want the music to be Super Mario Brothers music or Donkey Kong music, right? I want it to stick in theme with that IP. So let's go ahead and I mean, this was great. I'm excited already.
And one more thing, I think I lost my special access from Bob Iger.
Oh no, red laser eyes, Seymour. Oh no! All right. Well, Seymour, if you haven't lost your special access already, you will after this video. Oh man. Well, all right, Mr. Duck, let's continue on.
Mexico.
The name of the new movie that Nintendo and Illumination are producing together is the Super Mario Galaxy Movie. What kinds of adventures do you think Mario and his friends will have in space? This movie will be the main event of the Super Mario Bros. 40th anniversary. Let's also hear some remarks from the movie's co-producer, Chris-san, from Illumination. Chris-san.
Thank you, Miyamoto-san. As we celebrate Mario's 40th anniversary, it's an opportunity to reflect on the 4 decades of creativity, imagination,
Can I just say
and
one thing?
adventure that Mario.
Yeah, go ahead, Mr. Duck.
This guy looks like a mafia boss. He's like, yeah, we know our movie made over $1 billion.
Oh,
Like,
dude,
yeah.
dude, look at that man. He's got the pop collar and everything.
Yeah.
Dude. He's ready. He's ready. He's like, yep. He's like, we know our movie made $1 billion. We're gonna make a bajillion more. You know, it's like,
Yep.
But what I like though is that I like that he seems like he's serious about, like keeping the integrity of this IP with Nintendo's vision. So I like that, because I don't like when studios try to deviate from what the vision is from the original like creators or franchise holders, right? So I really like to see this good collaboration between Nintendo and Illumination. So that's good. That's good. And look at that.
And if I was gonna say, if I remember, there was an interview talking about Chris from Illumination and Miyamoto, and how they talked to one another when Nintendo was doing a partnership with Universal with the parks when it was started building out, and Chris was like, "I understand what you're going through. We've made mistakes in the past too." But we don't regret our mistakes. We learn from our mistakes. We move forward. But we do better. We do better for our audience, the people who watch the content that we make. We do better. And Miyamoto liked that, and because of that, they started creating the movie, and now the second movie.
No, see, fantastic, and see, that's good, because as a leader, he admits that they have mistakes, right? I mean, no company's perfect, right? You're always gonna have mistakes. But as long as you learn from it and you improve and get better, I think in the end, that's what really counts. If you just ignore it, like, people didn't like it because of this, blah, 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 blah. But if you're like, hey, this actually wasn't really good. You messed up here. That's good. It's good self-awareness, right? And then you improve upon that. And I think that's why Miyamoto liked that, that answer.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, and Nintendo, they were scared to work with Hollywood for the longest time after the live-action Super Mario Brothers movie that was really bad. Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
it was bad to the point where it's like, okay, I want to watch it because it was bad, but it was still bad.
Hey, see, what you know what's funny? My wife actually likes that movie. Why? I have no idea.
No,
I'm like,
I like it, but for the nostalgic take of being it so bad, but that's about it.
right?
You know
I
what?
think, yeah, I think for her she likes it because it's nostalgic, but
Yeah.
I think that's about it though.
Yeah, it was not the the first animated one is better. Yes.
Yes, agreed, Seymour. Agreed. But yeah, let's see what Mob Boss here has to say.
Mario has brought to life for fans across generations and around the world. From its groundbreaking world building to its iconic characters and unforgettable music, the Super Mario Brothers have left a lasting impact on the very fabric of our culture. All of us at Illumination feel so fortunate to continue our collaboration with Nintendo as we expand the life of Mario in movies. And while the Super Mario Galaxy games are the core inspiration for our story, this next film holds surprises for fans of every Mario era.
Ooh.
Our directors, Michael Jelinek and Aaron Horvath, along with the extraordinary team of artists at our studio in Paris, are very busy working to deliver a film that aspires to earn its place in the history we're here to celebrate. Brian Tyler is also returning to compose a score that blends together musical themes from Mario's incredible game heritage. And we're also thrilled to welcome back Chris Pratt as Mario, Anya Taylor-Joy as Princess Peach, Charlie Day as Luigi, Jack Black as Bowser, Keegan-Michael Key as Toad, and Kevin Michael Richardson as Kamek. And as we continue to make progress on the Super Mario Galaxy movie, we look forward to sharing more with you in the future. And until then, thank you, and back to you, Miyamoto-san.
If you can pause.
Thank you, Chris.
Interesting. He didn't mention Seth Rogen, so I don't think Donkey Kong's going to be in this movie.
Oh, that's a well. I mean, if you're going to space, that makes sense because Donkey Kong wasn't in space, right? So
Yeah, yes, and there was rumors that he's going to have a solo movie, so maybe that's being worked on.
yeah, I mean, which would be great because see, that's a great thing is like that. All these characters have their own stories too,
Yeah.
right? And dude, I would love to see a Donkey Kong game, dude, with Diddy Kong, Funky Kong, Cranky Kong, right? Dixie Kong, right? The whole Kong family, Like, I would love to see that, these monkeys and gorillas kicking butt, right? So, and same for Star Fox, same with like, F-Zero, Captain Falcon, or like Legend of Zelda, right? I mean, this would all be really, really cool. At some point, right, they might do some crossovers or whatnot, or, Kirby, right? But yeah, that is interesting. I didn't notice that until you actually pointed that out. I was like, oh yeah, they're right. There was no Seth Rogen for Donkey Kong. But yeah. Let's continue on.
Son. I'm also involved in the production every day, and I'm enjoying it. It's a movie worthy of the 40th anniversary. Please wait a little longer for its release. While you're waiting, I have something I'd like to show you. Please take a look at this.
Wait, hold on, Seymour. I have to backtrack my statement because I mentioned there's 2 Galaxy games. I totally forgot Yoshi is in 2. I totally forgot about that. So that's probably how they're going to incorporate him is in their storytelling is mixing maybe Galaxy 1 and 2 into one story somehow.
Yeah, and also kind of smart. Which I'm assuming these are remastered versions of the game they're going to release. Releasing it like next to the movie, that's a smart business decision. So now people are going to buy this game because it has the same name as the movie.
Yes, and also what I like about the I know even if we got a Galaxy 3, because what I really like about the Galaxy concept is that you can kind of take that to infinity, dude. Because like you have so many different galaxies and planets. Like that's why I love the Galaxy games, because you had different power-ups. You had different planets with like they had their own gravitational, or like they were just built really weird. Like each world was like different, right? So I really like that because you can really get creative with it. But again, no, pretty much every Mario game is always going to be fun. But yeah, the soundtrack, the colors, right? Space. I like space stuff. You know, who doesn't like space stuff?
And thankfully, you don't have to use motion control.
Thank God.
In the Super Mario Galaxy one, when they released it for the I think 35th anniversary, and now for 40th, the second one. I'm assuming the second will be the same, but you can use just the Pro controller and you're fine. So I'm assuming this one you don't have to use motion as well. Use Pro controller. I think that was the number one issue a lot of fans had. Is like I don't want to just swing the controller.
No, exactly. Well,
Yeah.
let's see if they actually mention it here, Seymour. If they mention if it's HD and if you can just support regular controls.
That's right. It's the games that share the movie's title, Super Mario Galaxy and Super Mario Galaxy 2. Okay, I'll turn it over to the original director for Super Mario Galaxy, Koizumi-san.
Hi. Hey, hello everyone. I'm Yoshiaki Koizumi. From here, I'll introduce the games that will be released as part of the Super Mario Bros. 40th anniversary. First, the two games you just saw were developed around the idea of what Mario's adventures would be like in space. The planets have gravity, and seeing Mario not fall off of them while upside down was very impressive, even as a developer. The second game also returns 15 years after its original release on Wii. In Rosalina's library, you can read a storybook. It's now in both games, and we've also added new pages. We hope you're looking forward to that as well. In addition, the storybook will be available as a real-life product.
Oh wow.
The new pages I mentioned won't be included, but more details, including the release timing, will be available on the My Nintendo Store website later today, so please check that out. Super Mario Galaxy plus Super Mario Galaxy 2 will launch on Nintendo Switch, but you can play these games on Nintendo Switch too. Many other Mario titles are also available on Nintendo Switch, So if there's one you haven't played yet, why not take the opportunity to try it? Okay, let's introduce some other Mario games coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
The latest entry in the Mario Tennis series is hitting the court on Nintendo Switch 2. Mario Tennis Fever. Use top spins, slices, lobs, and other familiar shots. But now you can also slide and use other fancy footwork with new defensive maneuvers. And swing into action with new equipment called Fever Rackets. Keep a rally going to build up your fever gauge. Then unleash a fever shot. Freeze the court with the Ice Racket. Summon mushrooms that shrink your opponents using the Mini Mushroom Racket. Or duplicate yourself with the Shadow Racket. There are 30 Fever Rackets, each with their own abilities. Pair them with 38 playable characters, the most in series history, to find your own strategy. Let's see the game modes being served up.
Talking flower.
A talking flower provides riveting commentary in tournament mode. Aim for the top by completing different objectives in the Trial Towers mode. Play matches with unexpected rules in Mix It Up mode. Even some where you'll experience wonder effects. In the online modes, choose between casual play with customizable rules in Online Room or go for glory in ranked matches. You can even gently swing your Joy-Con 2 controller like a racket for a more authentic experience in Swing mode. Plus, after encountering monsters on a remote island, Mario and friends are transformed into babies, kicking off a series of unexpected events in the game's Adventure mode. With their tennis skills gone, the babies will need to learn how to play and defeat the monsters to return to normal. Mario Tennis Fever launches on Nintendo Switch 2 February 12th.
That was Mario Tennis Fever. It features familiar tennis gameplay, but unique to this latest entry are fever shots, which change depending on your racket. There are plenty of other modes as well, so please look forward to it. Next, please take a look at this.
Hi. What'll it be?
Wow! More multiplayer mayhem is coming to the Flower Kingdom in Super Mario Bros. Wonder, Nintendo Switch 2 Edition. Plus meetup in Bella Bell Park.
So if you can pause there.
Yeah.
So that game, I know already it came out for the Switch, and this is the Switch 2 edition. But that game, when it came out, a bit controversy. It made me want to sell my Disney shares and buy more Nintendo.
Really?
Because the quality, yeah, it sparked something in me where I was like, okay, Nintendo brought that quality in the gaming, even in 2D side scrolling, and it's just like, okay, I got to invest in this company more. And that part of me, yeah, I sold Disney shares for Nintendo for that. I made a whole article on X about it, but yeah, that game is really good. If you have never played it, I recommend playing it. It has music, it's fun, and it's different, something different. It's not your typical, side-scrolling game, and I think that's why I played the demo and I was like, it was fun, and then I played the game. Yeah, I beat it in like within one day because I couldn't stop playing it.
Hey, Seymour got addicted, huh? No, this is actually the one Mario game I haven't even played yet. I want to get it, but I haven't had the opportunity to do so. It looks fun though. It looks like a lot of fun. But yeah, I mean, Maybe if I get the Switch 2, whenever that is, I have no idea, Seymour. Because the Super Mario Brothers Wonder for the Switch is still at like $60. So we'll see, right? Like I was saying, there's a lot of games I still want to get. I'm still playing games right now, like I'm still in the middle of playing Indiana Jones. I still have Elder Scrolls, Oblivion Remaster. I at least want to play through the main story of that. So yeah, we'll see. I'll eventually get to these games, but yeah, no, I mean, just going by this, it looks beautiful. Absolutely.
Large plaza has been discovered in the Flower Kingdom. Bell Park. Here, you can enjoy a variety of attractions that let you team up with or work against friends and family. Let's go over some of the things you can do.
Collect the most coins to win.
Collect coins as you make your way through the course. And don't miss your chance to get rich.
Whoever has the most lives at the end wins.
Use items to duke it out. Dodge attacks and try to survive.
Whoever's it at the end loses.
Run and hide and tag. If you're tagged, you're it. And the other players get to transform and hide.
Work together to relay.
Pass the bob-omb to each other so it doesn't explode before you reach the goal.
Work together to get to the goal.
Place donut blocks while your friends run across them.
Jump to the beat.
Jump in time and the lift will rise. Get in sync, then 1, 2, 3, jump.
Fantastic. Jump. 1.
Plus, there are so many other attractions to enjoy. Grab your friends and family for multiplayer fun in Bell Park. The Nintendo Switch 2 edition adds other new content as well. Look forward to more on that in the future. Super Mario Bros. Wonder Nintendo Switch 2 edition plus Meetup in Bell Park launches on Nintendo Switch 2 next spring.
So long.
Super Mario Bros. Wonder is getting a Nintendo Switch 2 edition. As its name implies, Meetup in Bell Park adds more multiplayer options to enjoy. It also adds other new content, so stay tuned for more details in the future. About these chatty characters.
Was it something I said?
The talking flowers. We actually made them.
We kind of look alike, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Sometimes they'll talk on their own, just like that. These talking flowers can make everyday life a little more fun.
Let's see, Seymour, it's funny to me. Like, Nintendo has always kind of always done weird stuff like this. I'm not gonna say it's weird, but it's like it's kind of odd things where like they'll bring something like a talking flower from the game just kind of because
Yeah, nobody asked for it, but they're like, we're gonna do it.
Exactly. Like, here you go, $40 for this flower, this talking flower, right? But I mean, I guess that's what makes Nintendo, But cool, yeah.
They're planned for release next spring. Okay, next is the last game for the Super Mario Bros. 40th anniversary part of this presentation.
One day, on the island where Yoshi and his friends live, a talking book named Mr. E suddenly falls from the sky. It looks like the...
Hey, Seymour, is that Mr. E? Is that short for Mr. Ebba or what? is that me when I'm an old book?
The book has information.
Yeah. Well, dude, I love this already because I love like Yoshi is like one of my. I think Yoshi is my favorite like Mario character. I love Yoshi. He's adorable. I love dinosaurs. I love this different colored like Yoshis. It's fantastic. I played Yoshi's Story on the Nintendo 64 played it all the time. I even got like the black and white Yoshi. So it's awesome. Yoshi is the man. And
I have a question.
Yeah.
It's a bit off topic because we already talked about the movie. But Yoshi, would you mind if he had a talking voice, or just going to be the same voice you hear in the video game?
Ooh, that's a good question, Seymour. Yeah, see, because that's the thing is, I like, if it's gonna be a talking voice, I want him to be like I want him to be this adorable dinosaur thing, right? So I don't want him to be like being like, yeah, I'm Yoshi, right? Like just really like like deep voice or anything. You know, I want him to be like, you know, his kind of bubbly Yoshi self, right? Maybe preferably just because it's the game, maybe have his Yoshi mannerisms and like his sound effects. But him to talk, I mean, I don't really see why he would need to talk for.
Yeah, he kind of reminds me of like Pluto with Mickey Mouse.
Exactly. Yes, Seymour. Exactly. Perfectly. Just like that. Like, I don't think Yoshi needs to talk.
Yeah.
I'd rather just be how we see him in the games, right? Yoshi, you know, I mean, that's enough talking for Yoshi for me, right? And then his little grunts and like, wow, you know, all those little things he does. Yeah, no, I mean, how about you, Seymour? You wanted to talk or no?
No. I don't really want, no, because I think of it more like, no, no. No, I just no. Like we already have everyone else talking. We don't need him to talk. No, I don't know. It would just be a little too weird.
Yep, I agree, Seymour. I agree. So let's see what Mr. Webba here has to say.
Within its pages about unusual creatures, but it can't actually see what's written down. So Yoshi jumps in to help investigate. First, let's study this flower-like creature. We found it right away. It tastes kind of sweet. You can carry this creature on your back. Touch flower buds with it, and they'll bloom. As you wander through the book, you'll make all sorts of discoveries about the creatures you find. And those discoveries will be written down. Hey, we found some dandelions. Touch them and they'll scatter in the air. Oh no, that creature is stuck. It seems like the dandelions can absorb nutrients.
So Seymour, so I'm curious, right? I mean, this would be the Yoshi's third mainstream game, right? Because the last one was the Yarn Yoshi thing. I want to ask you, what is up with Nintendo and taking Yoshi? And I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but they always give Yoshi like these very artsy fartsy like stylizations for his games. Like why is that, do you think?
Because they can take a bigger risk with Yoshi instead of Mario. I think that's why. And Yoshi is still iconic, so players will want to play. You know, Nintendo fans want to play, but I think they're willing to take more risk on a Yoshi instead of a Mario. Because if this was a Mario game, you know, it would be different. But you know, you don't want to ruin that if the game doesn't do well, and then they're like, oh, you ruined Mario. Yoshi a little bit. I think it's because they can take more risk with the Yoshi IP compared to Mario.
Yeah, it makes sense. I do like these. It's a very interesting style because if you look at it, right, it's like 2D background, like it's like a book, but it's still like in 3 dimensions. It's very strange, but it looks very very cool. It kind of reminds me of what was it, the latest Puss in Boots movie in like The Last Wish or whatever, right? Like that kind of artistic style I had in it. That's what this kind of reminds me of, but like just in more of a video game format. Looks interesting. Like Yoshi's 3D, like some of the stuff is 3D, but then it's like against a 2D backdrop. Like it's very, very interesting stuff. But yeah, again, I love Yoshi. Yoshi is the man. But
yeah, I'm getting flashbacks from Yoshi's Story for the N64.
Yes, dude, yes, me too. Yep, it was very much that kind of flat 2D to 3D type of deal there. Just looks like it's more like modern, like up to date in today's time.
Oh, They can even cause rocks to crack. Thanks to them, we were able to break the rock. It looks like there are still lots of unusual creatures residing within the book. A page-turning adventure awaits. Yoshi and the Mysterious Book launches on Nintendo Switch 2 next spring.
A new game starring Yoshi is on the way. The game takes place within a mysterious book. You'll make discoveries and encounter all sorts of things as you're exploring. Please stay tuned for future updates.
Oh, I will say before this part ends, I really hope, because I didn't play the last Yoshi game, the yarn style Yoshi. But I really do hope that in this one they allow you to play like the different colored Yoshi characters. I mean, it doesn't really make a difference, but I think it's cool being able to play like a pink Yoshi, a yellow Yoshi, a red Yoshi, a blue Yoshi, sky blue Yoshi.
Yeah.
I don't know. So hopefully they'll keep that, because I love our green Yoshi, but I love to play all the other ones too. They're all freaking adorable. Like if there were real Seymour, I would have a collection of them all, just like in my house. Yoshis running around.
That's all for the Super Mario Bros. 40th anniversary. In addition to the games coming in the future, the new movie releases next spring. We hope you enjoy all sorts of adventures with Mario. Okay, we'll now begin our usual Nintendo Direct. First, we'll introduce games launching on Nintendo Switch.
It's time to storm into Cryptica. The mesmerizing world of Cryptica awaits in this 2D side-scrolling roguelike adventure. Fight your way through this 80s anime-inspired realm solo or with a friend in couch co-op, where every battle is twice as chaotic and twice as thrilling. Hone your swift swordplay against a variety of foes, uncover a wide array of unique melee and ranged weapons, and glide through ever-shifting biomes with graceful, acrobatic moves. With the help of magical creatures called Storm Hearts, you'll gain permanent upgrades to boost your abilities and help you on your next run. And in couch co-op mode, you can experiment with ability upgrades by combining and sharing power-ups for different playstyles. Storm Lancers launches exclusively on the Nintendo Switch system later today.
So Seymour, I'm not going to buy this game. However, what I will say, I do like it's very harkening back to like the old school kind of like beat 'em up arcade games. I really like it's like that 2D kind of like side-scrolling style beat 'em ups. It's really cool, and also even with the music too, it has like that very kind of retro like beat 'em up like level soundtrack. Very cool, but I just wanted to just kind of bring that up there.
Yeah, Sorry, I was gonna say I'm not gonna get it either, but I like that it's available later that day. Well, it's available now.
Yeah, it's available now.
The wilderness is calling. Transform a wild island inspired by the Australian outback. In this charming survival life sim, there are plenty of ways to make this wilderness your home. Plant crops, catch fish, gather resources, and plenty more. But don't let your guard down while exploring. Wild creatures may attack, so use your tools, weapons, and wits to make it out in one piece. As you progress, you can turn this rugged island into a bustling town. Visit shops, enjoy festivals, and talk with visitors. Some of them might even decide to live here. Plus, up to 4 friends can build and explore together in local or online co-op. Dinkum launches as a timed console exclusive on the Nintendo Switch system November 5th. Pre-orders and a demo will be available later today on Nintendo eShop. Embark on a colorful adventure. Save a mysterious planet in the platforming adventure Popucom. Team up locally or online in this multiplayer-only game. On this planet, Color is key. Attack enemies with the same color to defeat them. Each adventurer can only fire 2 colors, so you'll need to swap between them during battle. Timing is critical too. Work together to fire colors at the right time to overcome obstacles.
Seymour, you know what this is like? It seems like this is a very modern take on basically Tetris. Or those type of games where you have to match colors, right? Like what was it? Like those games, not Tetris, but like was the Sonic game where it was like was it Mean Bean Machine or something? Dr. Mario, right, where you have to match all the different styles or like colors to make them go poof and bye bye. This is a very kind of modern take on that, which actually I think is pretty cool. You get to play co-op online with people, get to run around and do these things I don't know what it's for, but pretty interesting. Pretty interesting to take that concept, idea, and then turn it into something else with that same idea, basically.
I think you can also use items like shields to block lasers or drones to create platforms. Powerful bosses can be found at the end of stages. Team up to take them down. Additionally, in party mode, up to 4 pals can take on a variety of challenges together. A colorful co-op adventure awaits in Popucom, launching on Nintendo Switch this holiday. Here, on this small island floating in the sea, are me characters, each living their own carefree lives.
When is the game coming out?
Let's take a look at what's happening in the Tomodachi Life Living the Dream game. You're in charge of this island. You can create me characters of anyone you'd like living here. Base them on a friend, a family member, or even yourself. Once you've chosen their personality and voice,
My name is Anne.
your me is good to go.
I can't wait to start living here.
The me characters you create will enjoy their island life however they see fit. Wonder what's up?
I'm so hungry.
Food for thought.
Yum.
Enjoy. Looks like that hit the spot. This me looks bored all by their lonesome. Someone needs a pick-me-up.
I just noticed something.
Yeah.
When did Mies get ears?
Oh. Good.
Because I don't remember them having ears.
Yeah, it was just their head, right?
Yeah, it had it with hair. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess they're starting to upgrade their features a little bit, maybe. But what we do need, we need a me of OG. We need a George Italiano me. We also need a duck, a Mr. Seymour duck somewhere in there, right? we need one with a duck, But yeah, no, I mean, this seems like me, The Sims, kind of, right? Like just Sims, but with just your me, I guess. Interesting. I mean, I'm not gonna play it, but it's there for people who want to play it.
Leave a sharp with a Grammy. Oh, blap.
They really hit it off, all thanks to this meetup. This is just a small slice of the life here on the island. Stay tuned for more information in the future.
We interrupt to bring you some breaking news. This just in, following previous reports of a 2026 release date, we can now confirm that Tomodachi Life, Living the Dream, launches next spring. More on this story as it develops.
There was breaking news in that trailer. Tomodachi Life Living the Dream will launch next spring. Please wait a little longer for this new dream life. Next up are games heading to Nintendo Switch 2, including some games that will also be available on Nintendo Switch.
Dash, slash, and clash in these games. Get over here and choose your fighter in this totally collection of Mortal Kombat classics. This compilation features multiple classic games from the 90s and early 2000s, including arcade, console, and handheld versions. Friendship matters, so fight your pals locally or take the in-game tournament global with added support for online play. Want a break from combat? Dive into an interactive documentary that includes concept art, archival footage, and exclusive interviews with the original creators. Prepare to test your might when Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection launches digitally on Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch October 30th, and physically December 12th.
Hey, Seymour. Sorry, I just want to say real quick. You know how like so we have a group chat, right? And we're always discussing stuff. If we have like disagreements in the group chat, Seymour, this is the game we should all go to and like duke it out. But sorry, Seymour, go ahead, Mr. Doug.
Oh, I was gonna say, did you hear about the story of how like when Nintendo released Mortal Kombat for their systems, it didn't have blood, but Sega had the blood?
No, I didn't hear about that.
So I wonder if they added the blood in here, or is the blood removed from the Legacy Collection?
Well, I hope it's in there. I mean, it's just, like the blood wasn't even that much either, right? It was a little bit, but
yeah. And they went to court. The government like went after Sega. The Congress went after Sega and Nintendo, saying, "What are these games? They're so violent for kids."
Yeah.
And so, but then Nintendo was like, "No, we safeguarded our games. There's no blood in Mortal Kombat, as you can see, compared to Sega." And then Sega will be like, "Oh, that's nothing."
Yeah, well, that's funny because nowadays you have like literally games that have like, limbs being torn off, heads flying off everywhere. GTA is a perfect example, right? Or like Call of Duty, Battlefield, right? We have a bunch of violent games now, and it's just pretty much accepted as part of the norm now. But back then, really, like a lot of stuff, like a lot of the nerd stuff, Seymour, games, superhero stuff, right? A lot of these stuff is becoming it's now in the mainstream culture now. Back then, if you play video games, if you like superheroes or whatever, right, you were like just some dork, right? You're like, yeah, look at that nerd over there. Now it's been really embraced, right? People, even with anime, right? People love anime. They love to cosplay as video game characters, right? Deck out their whole room, right? In like Nintendo stuff or like Sonic stuff or whatever, So it's been really embraced by our entire culture now, really. I think it's great because I think you should be able to enjoy what you like, Yeah. And I think that helps too, having more a variety of type of shows like anime and gaming, right, where it can appeal to different audiences. So that allows you to collect more customers, right, consumers. So, and I think that over time that allows it to become more accepted. But anyways, so Mortal Kombat, I don't really play it just because I'm not good at fighting games anymore. I usually only play Smash Brothers because it's so simple. I'm not good with the button combinations and all that stuff, but yeah, it's still cool though. A great franchise.
Let's finish this. Experience the first game in the Final Fantasy VII Remake trilogy. Step into the role of Cloud Strife, a former member of Shinra's elite soldier unit. While he's working as a mercenary, the legendary hero Sephiroth, who supposedly died on a past mission, suddenly appears. The fate of the planet is now in your hands. Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade launches on the Nintendo Switch 2 system January 22nd.
Okay. So if the Switch 2 can handle that and like this game, and like Elden Ring, I think we're good to go. My only worry, Seymour, again, is that Nintendo, in my opinion, at least hardware capability, they're always behind. So now once like PS6 comes out, it's going to even be further ahead than what this can produce. You know what I mean? But I'm glad to see Switch 2 can handle games that at least look like this, because to me, it still looks great. But Seymour, what do you say about that?
Yeah, especially with Nintendo, because they are using NVIDIA, and the other company, Sony and Xbox, is not. And NVIDIA is really good with AI capabilities, and I think that's one of the crucial parts of future consoles, is that we're getting to the point where we don't need as much powerful systems. What we need is an system that, this is the pro AI that I like, where you don't need a powerful system. The AI will take the data that you have and replicate it and use less power to give you a better result. That AI I like. Robots taking over the world AI, no, but that AI I do like. And so it's like for the Switch 2, right? Because it's a portable system. So when you undock it, it can still give you that powerful. You can play these games on a portable system, where unlike Steam, it kills the battery life instantly, and you have to downgrade the graphics. You have to change the resolution, and the chip is not made for mobile use. They have a desktop PC for mobile use, and a lot of times you just got to plug it in. I like the Switch 2 because and it's the only company I think that really like integrated its hardware with the chip manufacturer to ensure that it's future proof for a couple more years.
Oh, that's great. That's great. And again, I know like people always want to complain about Nintendo ripping people off and stuff. But, I mean, Nintendo overall, it's a good company. Like their product is always high quality, right? Especially their software stuff. And I love that they always try to innovate in some way. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. Like for me, the Wii and all that nonsense with the motion control crap, yeah, not good. But Switch, total win, dude. Like absolutely. But yeah, let's see what other games they got coming to Switch to Mr. Duck.
Save the world from malicious machines in this action roguelite adventure. Battle foes to rescue robot allies. Collect resources and create a place for others to call home. Then, customize your weapon classes and unlock powerful abilities. You can also catch fish, harvest crops, and craft items between missions. Online, you can team up with friends in co-op or via game share. Mouse controls are also supported on Nintendo Switch 2. Linked Banner of the Spark launches on Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch later today.
Well, daughter of Hades, princess of the underworld, it would seem that you are finally prepared. But time itself is against us. And war has come to Mount Olympus. Shall you rush now to your family's defense? Or shall you strike our enemy in the heart of the underworld?
You know me, Headmistress. I'll do both. Death to Kronos.
Prepare to battle beyond the underworld of Greek myth in Hades 2. Play as the princess of the underworld to take on the sinister titan of time. Wield powerful weapons of night, the sister blades, the moonstone axe, the witch's staff, and more.
Okay, Seymour. Again, these type of games I don't really play. However, I will say, dude, this is giving me very, very heavy anime vibes. I would love to see that style of animation be like actually like have like a show, and even with the music too, very anime like quality, dude. I really dig it. The game, I'm not gonna play the game again. I'm not into these type of like kind of overhead, little map games, but that little cinema animation piece we saw in the soundtrack, really banger, dude. I like it a lot.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was just gonna say, yeah. I'm not also gonna get this game. It's not my cup of tea, but I know a lot of people who would enjoy it.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. But very
Cast a binding circle to ensnare your enemies and gain the upper hand. Along the way, the gods of Olympus will grant you new skills and abilities. Mix and match to find the most powerful combinations. Each time you set out, you'll be faced with different choices, and you'll keep growing stronger and unlocking new upgrades. Discover new secrets and unravel the story. On Nintendo Switch 2, experience the action in up to 120 frames per second in TV mode. Hades 2 launches first for consoles on Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch September 25th. New amiibo figures ride in. The Kirby Air Riders game is coming soon, and 2 new amiibo are also on the way. Tap them to summon figure players that you can train. Your figure players will level up as they compete, and their machine's proficiency level will also increase. Plus, with the amiibo, you can swap riders. Just like in the game, you can choose your rider and machine. Levels are also transferred over. These 2 new amiibo will be available November 20th, the same day as the game's launch. Be on the lookout for even more Kirby Air Riders amiibo updates in the future. And a second Kirby Air Riders Direct, hosted by the game's director, Mr. Sakurai, is also on the way. After traveling back in time, Princess Zelda meets the first king of Hyrule, Rauru, and the queen, Sonia. She joins them to take on Demon King Ganondorf in a conflict that will come to be known as the Imprisoning War. Take on hordes of enemies as you fight alongside your allies. Like this brave Korok. Get familiar with your allies' abilities so you know which character to swap to in any situation. Zonai devices can bring water, wind, and other effects to combat. Make strategic use of them to counter your enemies and alter the flow of battle. Pair up with nearby allies to unleash mighty sync strikes. Depending on the pair, sync strikes can deal high damage or have a variety of other effects. Invite a friend to fight alongside you in split-screen co-op. And with Game Share, you can play together on 2 separate systems, even if only one player has the game. Uncover ancient truths that were only glimpsed in The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. Hyrule Warriors: Age of Imprisonment launches on Nintendo Switch 2 November 6th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop.
Right, that's enough for one day. Time for me to head back to the castle. And remember, not a word about this place to anyone. There's more to the world than this island, and we're going to prove it. Okay, 1, 2, 3!
It all began with a spark of curiosity. Guided by a mysterious tablet, a group of young heroes embark on a journey to reclaim a lost world. As they venture into the unknown, they'll encounter mighty foes and a myriad of twists and trials. What awaits them beyond it all? Dragon Quest VII Reimagined.
You ever played those games?
Have I ever played it?
Yeah, the IP Dragon Quest.
I have not. Actually, it's funny when as this trailer was going on, I had no idea what it was. I was like, "What is this?" And at first, I was really about to pause. I was about to pause it and be like, the gameplay style kind of reminds me of Ni no Kuni 1 and 2, where you're like on a world map and you're going around fighting creatures. Except Ni no Kuni is kind of like Pokemon in a sense, where you can like recruit or capture other little creatures or whatever. But then going around the world map and stuff kind of reminded me of that. But no, I've heard Dragon Quest. I never played it, so I didn't even know that's what this was.
Yeah, the art style kind of looks like Dragon Ball to me.
Yeah, a little bit, right? Yeah, no, it does. Yeah, especially with like the big mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just more like kind of computer graphics, right? But yeah, are you going to get this one, Seymour, or no?
Unfortunately, no.
Unfortunately, Seymour.
Yeah, no. Let's. The majority of the games I'm gonna get was at the start of the direct. I'm a huge Mario fan.
Yeah. No, I agree. I'm with you on that, Steve. Right? All these other games, again, they're fine, but they're just not really for me. So.
Look out, world! Here we come.
That was Dragon Quest VII Reimagined. We hope you're looking forward to the journey ahead in this reimagined world. Now, we'd like to announce 2 things. First, here's some news about the Nintendo Today smart device app. The app continues to deliver all sorts of information about Nintendo games and characters on a daily basis.
Oh, that's cool.
And we're adding a new Kirby theme. We're also delivering information regularly about Kirby Air Riders leading up to the game's release, so please check that out. Secondly, we have news about Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack. Please take a look at this.
Coming to Nintendo Classics, Virtual Boy.
What?
You'll be able to enjoy a collection of Virtual Boy games in stereoscopic 3D while playing on Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch.
Whoa. Mr. Duck. Virtual Boy? Dude, we're going way back now, dude.
Even Nintendo's embracing their failures.
Dude, that is awesome. Yeah, they're taking what wasn't really good and they're implementing it in a new way. Dude, this is actually pretty sick. Let's continue on and see how this is going to be implemented. I'm really curious.
In order to play, you'll need this dedicated accessory.
Wow.
This recreates the form of the original Virtual Boy hardware by inserting a console to play. Both Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch are supported.
Oh, that's cool.
Play Mario's Tennis, Galactic Pinball, Telero Boxer, and more. The 14 classic games shown here are planned to be released over time. Virtual Boy Nintendo Classics is scheduled to launch February 17th.
Wow, Seymour, that is really cool, actually. Like that's cool. You're taking it old school. You actually open the top part and you put the actual Switch console in it. That's sick, dude. That is really cool.
Yeah, and I'm sure the quality is much better than they had back in the day when they released this.
Dude, for sure.
It was expensive, and yeah, it was. You couldn't even use it portable, and people it was annoyed with it. They didn't even know what it was at times. When it was a failure, but now they're embracing it. And I'm sure it's going to be better quality. So I might actually try this out.
Yeah, well, I can see Seymour Duck, ladies and gentlemen, getting one of these and uploading a picture of the duck with the Virtual Boy on. Oh, that's fantastic, Seymour. All right, well, let's see if there's any new surprises for us here.
The dedicated accessory needed to play Virtual Boy Nintendo Classics will be available in the future. A cardboard model of the accessory will also be available.
Ooh. We hope you're looking forward to Virtual Boy Nintendo Classics. Okay, let's see some more headlines.
The Crimson Butterfly soars again. Minakami Village, a place said to have vanished from the map. But when twin sisters, Mio and Mayu, find themselves lost and wander into the village, they encounter the unthinkable. The victims of a past tragedy. Now, Mio must use the camera obscura, a device that can pacify the unsettled ghosts and find a way home. But as she delves deeper into the mystery,
Don't let go of my hand.
Mayu's sanity slips away. Where will the Crimson Butterfly lead them? Fatal Frame 2 Crimson Butterfly Remake launches on the Nintendo Switch 2 system early next year. Upgrade your play with the Nintendo Switch 2 editions of these games. In the Nintendo Switch 2 edition of One Piece Pirate Warriors 4, you'll face off against more on-screen enemies than ever before as you aim to become King of the Pirates. Enjoy camera play and more in Overcooked 2, Nintendo Switch 2 edition. Serve up dishes and reactions while you cook together. Mouse controls are cropping up in the Nintendo Switch 2 edition of Stardew Valley. Plus, up to 4 friends locally can play in split-screen multiplayer. And with Game Share, up to 4 players can play together if one person has the game. 5 new levels, including Candyland and Museum, are dropping in with Human Fall Flat Nintendo Switch 2 edition. Plus, with mouse controls, you can enjoy a new way to wobble with physics-based fun. Craving more to clean? Power Wash Simulator makes its triumphant return with a shiny new entry in the relaxing Clean 'em Up series. Unholster your washer and effortlessly blast the dirt away as you transform your sullied surroundings into squeaky clean scenes. Make use of new tools and supplies, including enhanced soap.
So, Seymour, I mean, I'm not going to get this game right. But I do have kind of a problem with these simulator games. Now, I know they're probably not funded very well to have, a lot of complexity to it. But if I'm going to play a simulation of something, I want it to look as real as possible. I mean, am I wrong to think that? Like, it's obviously it's a game, but it looks super cartoony. I don't know. Like, it just doesn't. I've seen police simulators, firefighter simulator games, farming simulator games, right? And the ideas are cool to do that, but it's like when they just look super cartoony, it just doesn't feel authentic, I guess to say, right? I mean, am I wrong to think that, or what's your thoughts on that, Seymour?
I don't think the general audience cares as much when they play these games. Even my stepdad plays these games, and he finds it really relaxing and soothing. And he has a truck simulator. Euro Truck Simulator is his favorite one. Mm-hmm. And his second favorite one is American Truck Simulator. And he played Power Wash Simulator as well. It's just very soothing. It's just relaxing. I don't even think they really bother into like the realism or the graphics. It's just they just want to get in and relax. They've been working all day, so they're working in the video game, but it's very relaxing to them. At least that's what my stepdad says when he plays. Like, he used to be a truck driver in Europe, and now he's doing a lot of construction in Canada. And, he misses those times where he was a truck driver. So, he goes home and just plays Euro Truck Simulator. It's very weird. There's like a whole cult around these simulator games. It's just very relaxing and soothing for them. And they just want to play all day. And then it's like, okay, but if you're playing like a farm, wouldn't you just want to do that in real life? And then, actually get paid to do it, or something that can help you? No, they want to do it in video game.
Well, I think because of the game, right? You don't have the small hassles of things, right? Like getting dirty. You're actually physically working. You're in the sunlight, right? So all these kind of annoyances that come with the real thing. It's like when you're simulating like this, right? Like, for example, I would love to play like a police simulator, right? Catching bad guys, driving a police car, woo woo woo, right? But do I look like I can do that job? No, I clearly cannot. So, but if I'm going to play a simulator of something that's simulating in real life, I just want it to look more realistic, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? But that's just a me thing. So I just want to kind of throw that out there, see what you thought about that. But anyways, we'll continue on with this Power Wash game.
A surface cleaner, additional power washers, and rigging equipment for those hard-to-reach places. Wash your way through a fresh campaign as you explore even more of Muckingham. Then venture into new, grimy locations, including Detergento and Lubra City. After a hard day's work, take some time to unwind in your home base and spruce up the place with furniture and accessories you've collected. And for the first time, up to 4 players can make progress in the campaign together in online co-op, or split the work between 2 players with local split screen. Very satisfying indeed. Sit back, relax, and clean to your heart's content when Power Wash Simulator 2 launches on the Nintendo Switch 2 system this fall. The fruit matching phenomenon returns. Suika game is back and rounder than ever. This time, the fruit falls toward the center of a circle, and you can drop it from any angle. It's 360 degrees of fruit dropping fun. If you combine fruits a certain number of times, it's super evolution time. When this is active, you can earn bonus points based on the number of fruits you merge. Plus, with the Nintendo Switch 2 version, you can play with others locally via GameShare. This allows you and up to 3 players to drop and merge fruit together in co-op. Rotate, aim, and go for the watermelon when Suika Game Planet launches on Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch this winter.
Okay. Just want to say, this is a game I will be getting.
Is this the new Metro game?
Yes. With the motorcycle.
Wow. Dude, combining Seymour, I'm gonna play it, but this is like Metroid kind of Tron cycle thing here, honestly. Yo, that's sick. Ooh, okay. So, I haven't played Metroid Prime 4 Seymour. So, was it already like that, or is this a new theme for the Nintendo Switch 2 edition?
It's a Seymour release, so it's actually not out yet. So you're gonna get it for the Switch 1 and the Switch 2.
Oh, dude, is this like an open world like Metroid Prime?
Yeah,
in a sense.
Yeah, but think of it like Nintendo's version of Halo almost. But it's open world. But yeah, it's one of those games where it's very different from Nintendo, from their classic like Mario games. But then it's like you get those hardcore gamers coming in and be like, okay, I understand this. This is what we want.
Yeah. Dude, that looks dope, dude.
Especially on the Nintendo Switch 2, you can switch from like 4K, or you want to downgrade to 120 frames per second. Yes, please. I want more frames.
Yeah,
especially on a first-person shooter game, I want more frames.
No, absolutely, dude. This looks sick, though. I'm definitely getting this Seymour. Wow.
Yeah, if you can pause here again. And the one thing I like that Nintendo did, some people don't like it because I think it's a cash grab, but if you buy, let's say, because you don't have the Nintendo Switch 2, if you buy the Switch version, right, and then later you want to go buy the Switch 2 and you still haven't finished the game, but you want to play the Switch 2 version, you can upgrade for like $15, I think, or $20. I forget the actual price because I'm in Canada, so it's different than the US. But you can upgrade to the Switch 2 version just for that much. So it's not too bad. You don't have to buy a whole new game to play the Switch 2 version. You can just upgrade your game.
That's true. Yeah. I'm thinking if I should keep my Switch or just trade it in for the Switch 2. Huh. Maybe not. I'll just save my money to get the Switch 2. But yeah, I mean, you can do that. It's kind of like buying a theme park ticket, right? You can get a theme park ticket, you buy it, then you want to like upgrade it basically. It's like an annual pass. Kind of same concept, yeah.
Yeah, but I like it because it doesn't, it doesn't push people to buy the Switch 2. So you can there's still time to play the game on the Switch. But then when you do, want to upgrade, you still get those benefits. if you want to go. And you're not forced to buy the upgrade if you wanted to play the Switch games on the Switch too. So
Yes,
it's an optional option, which is like I like. But some people think it's a cash grab, but I'm like, nobody's forcing you to buy these upgrades that they're actually putting work in, right? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's optional. So, Seymour, you are 100% correct, my friend. So this year, huh? Ooh. Let's go. More amiibos.
This is where you're from, DK? This island is beautiful.
DLC is smashing its way into Donkey Kong Bonanza. This new edition lets you barrel around DK Island, the home of some familiar faces. And if you finish the main game story, Void Kong will offer you a position in the ranks of the Void Company.
What do you think?
Your mission? Collect as much shiny green ore as you can in Emerald Rush. Meet your emerald quota within the time limit to clear each round. The key to amassing emeralds is collecting fossils to gain perks. Collect a fossil and you'll get to pick from 3 random ones. Perks have different effects, like getting more emeralds from defeated enemies or more jam-packed treasure chests. There are all sorts to choose from. Gain and stack perks, then collect oodles of emeralds. You can also smash Vanadium gems to gain random skills that power up Donkey Kong during your run. Your perks and skills reset after each run. But Fossil and Vanadium gem locations stay the same. Refine your winning strategy with each go. When a run ends, you'll earn in-game rewards based on how well you did. Playing can net you new fashions and statues to display on DK Island. Plus, you'll get to play Emerald Rush on more layers. Take on the challenge to earn that promotion. The Donkey Kong Bonanza, DK Island, and Emerald Rush paid DLC launches on Nintendo Switch 2 later today. Plus, a free demo of the main game will also be available on Nintendo eShop later today.
Donkey Kong Bonanza is getting paid DLC called DK Island and Emerald Rush. Please look forward to collecting lots of emeralds in Emerald Rush and exploring this modern take on DK Island. Next, please take a look at this.
This land is just waiting to be shaped by a Ditto that looks like a human. And what's that in the grass? Oh, that's Bulbasaur, a grass-type Pokemon. What's this? Looks like Ditto's got an idea. By learning this move, you can make grass grow. Squirtle's water gun will keep it all healthy. As nature flourishes, so do the Pokemon. Collect rocks and wood to build with. Till the fields and grow delicious crops. Build homes for the Pokemon you meet. There's so much to do here. No need to rush, though. Go at your own pace, and you'll have a wonderful space before you know it. Pokemon Pokopia.
So that's interesting. Basically, like a build your own town with Pokemon, basically. I do like to see that this showed like it was like all the OG Pokemon, right? I mean, for me, I'm really about generation 1 and 2, more so 1, but I personally just like the first 2 generations, Mr. Duck.
Yeah.
But I mean, again, I'm not going to play this game, but this is another one of those kind of, start on an island, build a little village, right, at your own pace type of deal, but with the Pokemon. I'm surprised they haven't done it before, but I guess they are now.
Yeah, I think this game might actually sell well because these type of games where, Stardew Valley or Harvest Moon or like Minecraft, like I said, it's a bit more relaxing and you play these games. But now when you have like Pokemon IP, people are just gonna. I think people are gonna play this game and be like, okay, this is fun to them, and not for me. It's not for me, right? I have played these games with my ex in the past before, when she was stressed out. Thankfully, I don't have to do that anymore. But yeah, these games, people there is a market for these games, and with the Pokemon IP, I think it's going to do well. I think I think it's going to do well.
Yeah, no, I agree with Seymour. I agree with you. It's going to be really for like the kind of more casual gamers out there and people that just want to chill, not have to worry about too much, right? And it's Pokemon. I mean, who doesn't like Pokemon? But yeah.
Yeah, especially in Japan, Pokemon is huge in Japan.
Oh, dude, yeah, it's gigantic. So I'm sure it was still super well over there.
Yeah.
But yeah, Seymour, we're almost towards the end here. Let's see what other goodies they have for us.
A brand new Pokemon game is coming to Nintendo Switch 2. We hope you're looking forward to Pokemon Pokopia, where a Ditto with a human appearance builds a new life with other Pokemon. Next, we have information about another Pokemon game, which launches very soon. It appears that new Mega Evolved Pokemon have been discovered in Lumio City, where people and Pokemon live. Pokemon Legends ZA launches October 16th. We have one more Pokemon trailer. Please take a look. Pokemon Legends ZA is getting paid DLC called Mega Dimension. Raichu has 2 different Mega Evolutions. How do you think they'll perform? More details will be shared in the future. So let's move on to some more headlines.
Ready for some killer fun in the sun?
Are you okay? You seem pretty out of it.
Originally released over 10 years ago, Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair is making the ultimate comeback. While on a school trip to Jabberwock Island, you and your classmates are trapped in a murderous game. After each deadly incident, a heated class trial will begin. In high-speed detective action, you'll shoot down contradictions and counter opponents to reveal the truth. And along with the main game, an additional story is included. One incident will trigger an entire new scenario with different victims and culprits.
The wait is over! The next class trial is about to begin!
Danganronpa 2x2 launches on the Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch systems next year. Make history in the 3 kingdoms. Dynasty Warriors Origins is marching on to Nintendo Switch 2. The 3 Kingdoms, an era of warring factions. As a nameless hero, join forces with Xiao Xiao, Sun Jian, or Liu Bei on your journey to become a true warrior. Your choices will influence your story and may even alter historical events from the 3 kingdoms. Plus, paid DLC is on the way. Choose a different path and experience new developments that weren't in the main story. Walk your own path and become a one-man army. When Dynasty Warriors Origins and the DLC both launch on Nintendo Switch 2, January 22nd. 2 fates are now intertwined. Welcome to the sprawling world of Monster Hunter, where all sorts of monsters live. By bonding with certain creatures.
Hey, Seymour, I will say the world looks fantastic, dude. I love, like, aesthetically how it looks. What do you think?
Yeah, it kind of gave me Zelda vibes.
Yeah.
But with the franchise, though, I've been always interested to play Monster Hunter. I know friends who play it. They always recommend it to me, but I haven't got into it. And it's one of those games where it's like you have to immerse yourself into the game, and I just never had time to play it.
Yeah, no, I can see that. I mean, I've always wanted to try it too, but like you, I have never had really the time to do that. But I mean, this looks freaking gorgeous, though. I love it.
It's called Monsties. You can traverse the land, climb cliffs, swim across water, and fly through the air as you freely explore the map.
What?
However, a strange phenomenon that causes petrification now threatens the world. It's up to you to venture forth and find the source of the danger in order to prevent total calamity. Raise your monsties, bond with them, and work together to face whatever stands in your path. Monster Hunter Stories 3, Twisted Reflection, soars onto Nintendo Switch 2, March 13th.
Seymour, do you know with Monster Hunter if you have to play these games in order, story-wise?
I do not know.
Because I asked because this actually, I actually really like the look of this. This actually looks really cool. Like, if I have to play the other ones, then I won't get it. But I mean, this looks like something I actually might want to get though. I mean, it looks really cool to me. I was really digging it.
Yeah.
Sorry, Seymour. Do you want to go ahead and say something?
No, I would just agree with you that it looks cool.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, it looks dope.
Okay, this game. Little Nightmares 3. That game from it. Yeah, that game is I would play. I'm actually I played the first one and the second one.
See, October 10th, pre-orders are available, Mr. Duck.
Oh, that's soon. Okay. Yeah, I forgot what the release date was. Yeah, this is actually a really good game. It reminds me of one of those really cool indie games where the art style and everything and the concept of it is just very different than your usual game. And it's a bit like a horror game, not technically, but it does give you spooky, scenes at times and scares you with jump scares. But I like the game. I actually do like this game.
Sweet. Yeah, no, I've never played it, but aesthetically, I like how it looks, though. Yeah, it's awesome, man. I can't wait for you to play it, Seymour, and actually let me know how it is once you get it, because it comes out soon. So, let's see.
Hello? Yes.
Who was it?
Dunno. They asked for Miss Ashcroft and then they hung up on me. Rude.
Oh, you're FBI? Investigating all these strange deaths, huh?
Grace. Stay close to me.
I'm coming.
Keep moving.
What's wrong?
I'll explain later.
I've been watching you. You're not like other people, you know. You're quite unique.
Tell me what's going on.
Something important. Oh, I'm scared. Grace.
There's no escaping your destiny.
Oh, Seymour. Did you hear about any Resident Evil 9? Is this the first time we're seeing this?
I don't think it's the first time. I think Summer Game Fest they teased about it.
Okay, well, so I missed that. But dude, I like this. I mean, I think Capcom has always done a good job with like the kind of horror elements of their games. Dude, this is dope. I like how cinematic it looked. Like the way this trailer was very much like a movie storytelling of like a movie trailer. I thought it was done really cool. This looks sick. I'm definitely going to get this for sure. And I'm glad it's coming to the Switch too. You know, again, I think Nintendo needs more games like this on their console.
And it's a powerful it's a graphical game. So I'm actually excited for this because of that. In Resident Evil, I think it was 7. Was it 7 or 8? They had the cloud version. And I was like, no, I don't want a cloud version on Nintendo Switch. Thankfully, this doesn't look like the cloud version.
No. This looks dope, dude. Like I'm really excited for this. Definitely, this will be a buy, and I'm sure it'll be a buy for you, Seymour.
Oh yes, and this is the thing, right? So now, like some people will be like, oh, but I can just play it on PC. But on the Switch too, you can play a horror game on the go, and this game that's graphical. Yes, I'm down. And sometimes what I like to do with the Switch is, I put something on the TV and then play a game. And sometimes it would be CNBC talking about the news for stocks, or I put a YouTube channel on, but then I'll still be playing the game. So I'm doing it, I'm multitasking while playing a Switch game. So,
yeah.
so I was just going to say, yeah. So I'm excited for this. Yes.
Yeah, no, so Steve, you're right. It's funny you bring that up because I actually do that. I'll be playing a game out here, and then I'll have like YouTube on my phone listening to something. Like I'll be listening to like Fresh Baked or Ricky or whatever, or like an OG55 video. I'll be listening to it while I'm playing a game, right? Like during like dead parts of the game. And yeah, I'll be doing that while I'm listening, multitasking, listening to that, and then playing a game. But yeah, dude, this looks sick. I can't wait. Again, I love the way they did this trailer. It was awesome, dude. It was freaking awesome.
Okay. So yeah, they're releasing those ones because the fans wanted it on the Switch, but the hardware couldn't do it. And like I said, they released a cloud version because of that. And now they're like, oh, now you can get it on the Switch. That's good for the fans who haven't played it yet and they want it portable. And mind you, this is a game I want, and it's not a Nintendo first party game.
Yeah,
this is probably the only one that I'm getting out of this whole thing that isn't a first party one.
See, bro, I'm with you, bro. I agree. Well, it was except maybe the Monster Hunter game. That I really like the look of that. But yeah, this amazing.
A brand new entry in the Resident Evil series is launching on Nintendo Switch 2. We hope you're looking forward to Resident Evil Requiem, where you'll face unknown nightmares. Plus, Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, the first in the series with a first-person perspective. And Resident Evil Village, which broke new ground for the series, also launched the same day.
Also, just a little fun fact. I think, if I'm not mistaken, they're redoing Resident Evil, the movies, and they're gonna release one soon, if I'm not mistaken. I think they're going to be more true to the fans. It's still going to be outside the video game, but I don't think it's going to be very different compared to what we had before. But I saw like a few tweets about it, and he said fans should be excited for it. So yeah, I'm excited for it because those were one of the movies I actually enjoyed, because I actually like the zombie franchise, especially Resident Evil. And we don't get that much these days, and like a good quality horror movie with zombies.
Yes.
So I'm excited for that one. Especially after the disaster from Netflix, they had a very, I think it's like one of the worst rated show on Netflix. It was really bad. Yeah. If you want to see a bad movie, watch that. It's not a bad movie. No, bad show. And it's not even one of those shows where it's not even one of those shows where it's like it's so bad that it's good. The one that came out on Amazon Prime that everyone's talking about with Ice Cube in it.
Yeah.
The one, apparently that one was made in COVID. That's why it's so weird, because everyone will. Yeah, it was filmed in COVID, and then it took a bit of time to. Yeah, the budget was low as well. But I don't recommend the Netflix one. Actually, don't watch it. But yeah, I'm excited for the Resident Evil. I like the Resident Evil franchise. I was a huge fan of Resident Evil on the GameCube, because GameCube had exclusive. They had Resident Evil 0, and then I had Resident Evil 1, 2, 3, and then Code Veronica, and then 4 came out, and then 4 I had like the special game pack with like a blood pack coming in from GameStop, and I wish I kind of kept it, because now it's like worth $1,000 on eBay, but I didn't, because I was a kid, and kids sometimes, I'll just sell it now because I need the money. And then you realize 20 years later it's worth a lot. But yeah, I'm a huge fan. I'm 5, 6 was all right, but 7 and 8 was really good. I like Silent Hill too, but yeah, Resident Evil. I'm excited for this.
Well, I like too what the direction they're going with Resident Evil as well, in terms of like you still have the zombies and the creatures, but they have a more, at least like thematically and the like how it's designed. I like how it gives like that more like kind of horror like aesthetic. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that Resident Evil never did, but like for example in number 7 Biohazard, you had kind of like that Texas Chainsaw Family aesthetic thing going on there. That's really cool. I like that they give it that to add like the extra creep factor into it. But same with this kind of has that same feel, because I actually didn't play number 8. I missed that one. But with this one, it seems like again it has that same type of feel where it's like it looks like a cross between like Resident Evil 1 in terms of like the mansion and stuff, and then like 7 and 8, where it has the more kind of horror aesthetic of like modern movies, I guess you could say, into it. But no, yeah, it looks great. Can't wait to play it. Definitely will be getting that one, and I'll be getting scared, and I'll have my my little stuffed animal with me, Seymour, my little Sonic the Hedgehog plushie.
and it's nice to see more mature games on a Nintendo platform.
Right, exactly, and that's what they need, I think, because Seymour, here's the thing: if you can get great quality, mature games on the Switch, plus it's first party titles, dude, you're talking, and it's a portable console and a home console. It's like a win-win, dude. It's a win-win all around, So it's like, okay, at that point, why even have a different console besides those console IPs? You know what I mean? So But yeah, dude. Let's see if they have any surprises for us, because usually Nintendo likes to do that to us at the end.
Thank you for watching so far. Next will be our last announcement. Please take a look.
Here we go.
Bold warriors, draw now upon your strength. Hold fast to the devotion in your beating hearts. Hear me now as I declare that the heroic games have begun.
Okay, Seymour, real quick. I don't know what this game is, but I don't know how I feel about having the really good CGI, realistic style of the world versus like the really cartoony, cel-shaded characters. I don't know. It seems like it doesn't really mesh together really well. What do you think?
I think I know what game this is, but you just want to see first.
All right.
And then it will make sense with the art style.
Okay, okay.
I only want to fight so I can save my father's life.
What I seek is a great strength, an unyielding strength for any foe, sheer strength to uphold the faith I hold dear. Above all, I need the strength to lead my people, strength enough for a queen.
It is imperative that I face it again. I must cull it with this blade. My full strength.
There's a man I hate so much that simply killing him will not satisfy me. For that reason, I refuse to die.
I won't let you hurt her! And now warm blood is served in a crude cup.
You think I'd let you deny me my feelings? I refuse to accept defeat. Not now!
For those who stand upon the final stage, I shall grant whatever wish you may desire. So say I, the divine sovereign, that I vow to you.
Oh, Fire Emblem. That makes sense, Seymour.
The years were long, weren't they? Have you forgotten me so soon?
That was the trailer for Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave, the latest in the series. This intertwining story happens alongside the thrilling, heroic games. What kinds of stories await? Please stay tuned for future updates. That's all for today's Nintendo Direct. Thank you for watching.
All right.
So I'll say this about the Fire Emblem game. I don't play their games, but I know they're like a huge success with Nintendo, and the fans love it. So I have no disagreements with the art style because they've been selling the reviews for them and everything. They've been great. The fans love it. So I have no disagreements with that. I don't play them except for Smash when I use their characters in Smash Brothers. That's the only time I know them from.
Yeah, same here, Seymour. I mean, now that I know it's Fire Emblem, that makes sense now. I thought it was, I don't know what I thought it was. Not Fire Emblem. But that makes sense now why it was the way it was. So I'll give that a pass, Seymour. I'm just kidding. Yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm sure the fans were cheering for it because they have a fan base, and yeah, they must be excited for this game.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. I mean, yeah. I mean, my favorite character to use in Smash is Roy. Like I love his. Again, I am not a Fire Emblem person, so I don't know really the characters or what their weapons are called. But his sword, I love like the fire that, super cool. But
I don't mind you using Ike. Yeah.
Oh, Ike's dope too. Yeah, Ike is really cool too. But yeah, so overall, Seymour, Mr. Seymour Duck from the Duck Pond. What did you think of this Nintendo Direct?
Not bad. Yeah, I liked it. The only criticism I have is that I think they should have moved the Mario stuff to the end.
Yeah, I would say I don't know.
Because everything that I saw was at the beginning that I wanted to play, and then it wasn't until like I guess Metroid and Resident Evil, and that was it for me at least. But I don't know. I felt like they put the heavy hitters that Nintendo does well at the front.
Yeah, I agree. There were, like a lot of stuff in the middle and towards the end. Stuff that I didn't really care for. I mean, I'm really interested in Resident Evil 9, Metroid Prime 4, and then I'm really interested in that Monsters Hunters, dude. I mean, that looks so cool. I don't know if I'll have the time to invest into that game, but it looks really cool though. But yeah, besides that, and nothing else really caught my eye. Oh, I guess for you, Seymour, the other one would be the Little Nightmares game.
Yes. Yeah, that looks like a fun little horror like indie style game. I recommend playing it if you ever have the time. Play 1, I think.
Yes.
They're usually on sale. Oh wait, you gotta get it on Switch.
Okay, so it's folks, you heard at home. Play Little Nightmares on Switch.
Yes, it's a great. I think you can actually get it on mobile phone too. By the way.
Really? Oh, that's interesting. Huh?
Let me just Yeah, I think you can. You can get it the full game on mobile, so that's not too bad.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, yeah. I mean, overall, I thought this was a good win for Nintendo this Direct. Again, there's a lot of games, there's a lot of stuff in there, like the Mario stuff I really like. The Metroid, Resident Evil, stuff like that. And then of course for the Fire Emblem people, they got their game towards the very end, right? So that's awesome. But yeah, you're right. I do feel like a lot of the heavy hitters were all the stuff. In the beginning, I wish they would have kind of sprinkled some of that out throughout the show, kind of mix it up. So that way it would be like, oh, cool. And then, okay, cool. Oh, cool. Kind of get that kind of up and down roller coaster going there instead of just like all here and then just kind of beep and then beep, 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 So, yeah, overall, it was good. It was good. Again, a lot of the games we saw after all the heavy hitters is stuff I just wouldn't play personally. I'm not really into building your community stuff, or like the overhead, style fighting games. Just not my thing personally. And again, Seymour, I mean, as you know, there's only so many games that you can even play or have time to play nowadays. And so I hope I can get a Switch 2. I will get one. When I will get one, Seymour, Mr. Duck, I don't know. I'll have to wait and see, if the price ever goes down a little bit, I'll see. But any final thoughts, Seymour, before we close this video out?
The funny thing is, out of this whole Direct, the most thing that I'm excited for is not a video game. It's the movie,
right? It's the movie. Yes. Well, it looked, dude. Again, like Illumination has done a great job with like how they're making this thing, right? It looks beautiful, dude. So I really can't wait. I hope Yoshi is in it. I mean, obviously, like I corrected myself. Yoshi is in the second game of the Galaxy series, and he was teased with the Yoshi 8 at the end of the first movie. So I hope they put Yoshi in there somewhere.
Just please don't do any voice acting.
No voice acting. Yeah, seriously, no voice acting for Yoshi. We can have a duck talk, but I don't want Yoshi talking. Okay, but yeah, other than that, Seymour, I think that was it. But Seymour, before we go, I'm trying to get my thoughts in order. I am like I can't think today, dude. At all. I don't know why I can't think. But anyways, Seymour, everybody at home, make sure to follow Mr. Seymour Duck. Seymour, where can they find you at home on social media, good sir?
Oh yeah, you can find me mostly at X at Mr. Seymour Duck, where I usually talk about stocks, VTubers, and Nintendo. Sometimes Disney too. I like to get in debates with Disney, but mostly it's Nintendo and Japanese culture and VTubers nowadays.
Perfect, Mr. Seymour Duck. Well, thank you so much for joining me today, Seymour. It's awesome. Always love talking video games and Nintendo with you, good sir. And everybody at home.
I was just going to say thank you for being a great host.
Oh, thank you, Seymour. I try. I don't really host a lot, so I'm not really as well equipped and good like our good friend OG55 is. I'm trying though. I'm trying to trying to get there. But yeah, Seymour, thank you so much for joining, and everybody at home, thank you so much for watching. And do you like Nintendo? Do you like video games? Are you excited for the new Super Mario Bros. Movie coming out? What games are you excited or not excited for? Let us know in the comments below. Again, make sure to follow Mr. Seymour Duck. And again, thank you for joining, and we will see you all later.
Snapping shots, swinging high, Mr. Webba, the city's alley orange bro, where danger hides with web swing in action. He'll turn the tides, dodging bullets, leaping tall. Webba's here to save us all from the villains, he won't fall. Spinning webs.
Thank you so much for watching OG55. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe, and become a member today.